guys, and this is my highlighter declutter video. I don't think I mentioned in my last two because I mentioned in the first three that I am using the KonMari method. Anything I get rid of, it doesn't mean it's a bad product, it just doesn't give me joy, and I want to be surrounded by things that make me happy and give me joy and that I want to be using. So that's kind of the way that I'm approaching this. I know that I have a lot of makeup. It is what I love. So I'm not necessarily attempting to just get rid of things for the sake of making my collection smaller, but really just making sure that they are all things that I love and want to use. So that being said, let's get started on the highlighters. If you guys want to see the rest I have done so far, let's see, primers, concealers, foundations, setting powders, and bronzers. So this is the 6th video in my series. Let me know what you guys want to see next. We'll see if I keep on going today or not. The lighting has been really weird because we've had a really rainy summer so far, and so it kind of keeps going in and out. But I'm going to try and show you highlighters, which are kind of hard to show you anyway. But this is the first one here. It's the e.l.f. Baked Blush, which on me is a highlighter in the shade Pinktastic. There it is. There. These are really nice products. I just never reach for this, and I'm not really sure why, because it's really, really pretty. It's a pink champagne-y color. Oh, it's not coming off as pink as it really is, but it is a little bit pinky. I mean, you could see where it could be a blush, but I mean, look at that sheen. It's really a metallic-y sheen, not a glittery sheen. Let me see. No, I don't even see any micro glitters in there, so that's really nice. And I've had this stored with my blushes because it's labeled as a blush, and I don't think I've ever, played with it a ton. So I'm going to maybe stick that with my highlighters and see if I use it. Mary Luminizer. I have a love-hate relationship with this product. Gorgeous packaging, beautiful product from the Balm. This is what mine looks like. A giant mess. And if you saw my loose powders, you know that I'm not about a giant mess. This is a gold metallic highlight as well. So pigmented. A little goes a long way, but I dropped mine and it just has never been the same since. I know you can repress them. So it is less intense, it seems, than the e.l.f. highlight. So if you like a really intense highlight, I think both of these are good. This is a couple of dollars, and this is, I think, like $20, maybe $19 full price. I'm going to hang on to both of them, though. They're both really, really pretty. Here's one that I'm sure that I'm going to get rid of. This is the Ofra Mineral Powder in Pink Sapphire. It's just too darn shimmery for me. If I remember, I will try to link the BoxyCharm unboxing where I got this, and that's why it's back in the box, because I already knew when I used it a couple of times that it was going to go. So that one is going. And here's another one that I just don't use as much highlight as I should, but this is the actually bronzer from Wet n Wild called Reserve Your Cabana. It is a little bit powdery, but it's so pigmented and it works great on the face. Swatches aren't always the same as the way that you would use it with a brush, but it has a bit of a sheen to it. Let's see if you guys can see that. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not that intense. You could set your foundation if you had a really flat foundation with this and give it just a little bit more life. I'm going to hang on to that. Okay, and here's one that I'm kind of torn on. This is newer to my collection. It's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. I picked it up at the CCO because I'd heard so much about it, but I feel like this is not soft and gentle, and no one claimed that it was in any of the stuff that I was watching, but I didn't really realize that it had glitters in it, and I mean, okay, so since it's newer and I just don't know what I think of it on my face, and summer is the season of highlights, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and try it out. But if I don't use it soon, you know what? No, I'm just going to get rid of it. That one's going to go. It's not anything that I'm going to reach for. I know that. So speaking of things I haven't reached for, I've swatched this a few times and gone, oh my gosh, I should reach for that. It's the e.l.f. Studio Line Blush, so just e.l.f. blush, in the shade Gotta Glow. It's so nice. It's really pretty. It has a sheen to it. It's champagne-y. It's not too intense. It does have some micro glitters in it as well though, so I think I'm going to go ahead and give that one away as well. Alright, and then this is the Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage Collection in Rose Champagne Glow. This is so much product, you guys. I guess you could probably use this as a blush or a highlight. There it is, but you'd have to be really fair to use it as a blush, but it might be a good blush topper. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to keep that because I have used that a couple of times and really liked it. Oops, and I just put my nail right through that. And then I just have this little bucket full of goodness here to go through. Okay, so let's start with this. This is the Phenomena Sheer Glow Shimmer Lotion. This is one of those products that is really pretty multi-purpose. You could put it in with your foundation, you could use it under your foundation, you could use it in with a body lotion. I think I have some junk on mine. There we go. You could use it in with a body lotion for a body glow, but I like to use this just dabbed along the top of my cheekbones if I feel like I want to highlight but nothing too intense that day. So there's that one. And I didn't think I liked this when come on, focus, when I first got it, but I do. So it's just, you probably can't even see that. That probably wasn't enough of a swatch. It's like I said, it's pretty subtle for being a cream product. And I just like that it's, you know, I can just get a little bit of a glow without too much effort, and it feels good on the skin. I'm not going to add to that like powdery cake face that I sometimes feel like I get when I use too much powder. But anyway, there's that. It's not too obvious, but it works well on the face. And then this one is a little bit more in your face than that one. This is the Stila, let's see, the Stila All Over Shimmer Liquid Luminizer. And it is in the shade Pink Shimmer, and it does have a pink iridescence to it. It has a little, you know, plastic brush applicator. There it is there. So that's definitely more intense than the Phenomena. But I'm going to keep both because they serve similar purposes for me. This one I know I got in, I think, an Ipsy or anyway, a subscription box. And you could use it for lots of things. You could use it for eyes. You could use it for cheeks. I know a lot of people really like it. It's the City Color, what is it called? Does it say on here? Oh, I don't know. It's just the City Color White Gold, and it is really pretty, and I do enjoy it, but I am going to go ahead and pass it along because it's a cream and it's going to go bad before I get to it because I just don't ever remember to use it. But look at that, you guys. I mean, it's really, really pretty highlight. So if you guys have that, pull that out and use it if that's your cup of tea. I usually do go for a little bit more of a pinky undertoned highlight just because, so there's that Stila one blended out. See, it's nice. It's just subtle with like a, when it hits a light shift. Because I have pinker undertones, that tends to work. Or I'll go with a more, you know, lighter, more matte highlight. So if I'm going for champagne, I'm probably pulling out the Mary Luminizer because that one's just so stinking good. This is the Laura Geller. It's just a little mini of the Baked French Vanilla highlight. It's, I think, a matte or a satin, but there's that one. Just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and it's really beautiful satiny color. It's a nice size for me because I don't go through a ton of highlighter, but you see how it just adds a little something extra to my skin. It's not obvious. It's a nice grown-up girl highlight, so I really do like that for me. I mentioned in my bronzer video that I'm also a huge fan of this middle shade here for setting my under eye slash highlighting. So just to give you another look at the highlights that I wear on a regular basis, there's that one. Just again, a really subtle, nice highlight, and it came in the palette, so you get a couple of the other ones with it. So I did talk a little bit more about that in that video, but here's what I'm keeping. The Fergie, the e.l.f., the Wet n Wild. So I have a lot of drugstore highlighters here. Mary Luminizer, which I did get on HauteLook, and I think that's a great way to buy it because you can get it for a far better price. The Laura Geller Baked French Vanilla, a little mini of the Stila Pink Shimmer, and this Phenomena lotion. And I'm getting rid of 4. I'm getting rid of the Ofra Pink Sapphire Powder. It's nice. It's just not my cup of tea. The e.l.f. Blush in Gotta Glow. The City Color White Gold Souffle or Cream, or I don't remember what they called it, but it's really nice. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't speak to me. And then this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, but you Guys, I don't know. It does, for whatever reason, it still kind of makes me want to keep it. It makes me happy a little bit, even though I don't know if I'm going to use it a ton. So I'm going to hang on to it. So I guess I'm just getting rid of 3. Sorry, guys. I hope that's not a big disappointment, but I think Fergie's going to go. I love it. I've used it a couple of times, but I think I have that e.l.f. one, and I really think I like this one better, and I didn't really realize that. So yeah, I think Fergie's gonna go and add that, make that another 4. So yeah, that's my current highlighter collection as it stands. It's a little bit whittled down, but it's definitely products that I use and enjoy. If I don't use the Reserve Your Cabana, I think that one's gonna go though, because it's kind of along the similar lines of that Hourglass one that I like, and it's huge. So that one and the Soft in General are definitely, you're on the short list, y'all. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite highlighters in the box below and what declutters you would like to see next. Have a great day, guys. Oh, and I'll link my other declutters in the description bar. Have a good one.